Hi, this is Catherine, and today I'm going to talk about what to do if your child is picking his nose. So, this is a problem for a lot of parents, and the best thing to do is to approach it as a bad habit. In fact, you might even be someone who bites your fingernails. So, you can do exactly what your child is going to do. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to work on a form of negative reinforcement, which means that you're going to introduce the concept, explaining to your child, as I've outlined in my lesson, how germs are really disgusting and they're invisible and they're everywhere. If you show the kids the Henry the Hand video that I've linked in my lesson below, you will help your child to understand that germs are everywhere. And I help the kids know that, hey, on your fingers, there are all sorts of germs. And so that means that every time you put that finger in your nose or in your mouth, you are putting somebody else's germs. And I actually always tell them, you're putting somebody else's bathroom germs into your nose or body. And what do you think happens when you have that happen? Well, you get sick. So once you get the kids on board understanding that, then go ahead and tell them that you want to help them and that this is a bad habit and you don't want them to get sick. And you know that one of the things I always say to kids is that I don't want you to get embarrassed, and I want us to try and stop this habit before you get older and maybe somebody notices, because that would be really embarrassing. And by kind of couching it that way, you're going to get more kids on board about figuring out how to stop this. So anyway, so what I do at that point is then I say to the kid, let's go ahead and make a chart. Would you like to earn a prize from a prize box, or would you be interested in playing a game with me for a prize? So find out what your child, or perhaps you already know what your child likes to do. And then I have listed in below the description of a great website to print out a chart. Have your child help pick out a sticker chart. It's not actually 4 stickers. You can use stickers. And then they're going to every day evaluate for themselves. You won't be evaluating. I don't care how old the kid is. They will evaluate themselves. Kids even 5 years old can do this. And they're going to decide, do they get a smiley face, a middle face, or an unhappy face for the day about how they did with not picking their nose. Now, the main thing is I teach the kids when they start to pick their nose, they hit their hand just gently and say no. Or you can put a rubber band around the wrist, depending on your child. You know if your child can handle having a rubber band around his or her wrist. And if they can, then go ahead and have them snap the rubber band, and that is a negative reinforcer every time they do this. And then I tell the kids, it's okay if you have a couple bad days where you forget, and like maybe you're even in the middle of like putting it in your mouth and oh, no. And you kind of get the kid on board. And this really works. So what I try to do is 21 days straight of this. And then at the 21-day marker, the kid brings the chart to me and they can go ahead and get a prize for my prize box or play a game with me or whatever. And so at that point, you would do that and then you would ask the kid, your child, how are you doing now with picking your nose? Or I've noticed, give them positive reinforcement. I've noticed you've done really good. Or it looks like on your chart you're still struggling a little bit. How about we earn another prize? And then you print out a second chart. So I hope this process is clear to you. If you have any questions, please comment below. This is a really effective technique that I've developed. I know it sounds kind of crazy and easy, but I have helped hundreds of kids stop picking their nose and biting their fingernails or any weird habit. I've had 5th grade girls who want to stop sucking their thumbs. So really, it works for anything that's a bad habit. So this is Catherine saying goodbye.